Hey guys, it's Rachel Romantic, and I'm back here for another horror memory on Bleeding Critic. So it's been a little while since my last one, and last time I did my favorite movie ever. So I was having a really hard time trying to figure out what I'm going to follow it with. So I thought maybe one of my favorite 80s horror movies, or maybe even one of my favorite locally based ones. But I actually decided that I was going to pick one that I didn't think anyone's really seen much of, regardless of how great it is. But hey, I guess that's what happens when you don't have the best publicity, right? So this one's actually, you can watch it right now on Amazon Prime. If not, you can just go on and rent or buy it for ridiculously cheap. It's called Parallel. And so this one, it's less of a horror, and I'd say definitely more of like a sci-fi thriller. It's very intense. It's very slow burning. It's not really about a lot of action or blood splatter or jump scares or anything. So it's definitely a thinker. It's one of the movies you're really gonna have to pay attention to. It's got a lot of science based shit. So obviously it's called Parallel and it's not about fucking parking. So it's basically what it is about. It's Heather and Neil, I believe it is his name. I think so. Tomato, tomato, if I'm wrong. Am I right? So Heather and Neil have just been hooked up at an office party and blah, blah, blah. They fall in love and everything's perfect. So fast forward, one day they're having a blissful, glorious lover's day that's just overwhelmingly nauseating because Neil's a real dick. Like you don't see what she sees in him, but he's a good actor. It's not like that. He did a good job being a fucking asshole. One of those type situations. And Heather, played by, I think her name is Faye Sewell. I could be wrong, or I could just be pronouncing it wrong, which is probably more of the typical scenario between the two. So carrying on, runs into a medium, and instantly she's intrigued. He claims that he has nothing to do with supernatural. He's not a psychic. But what he does is he can see into the parallel universe. So, if you don't know what the parallel universe is, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. I mean, you got Google, okay? Do not teach this shit in school anymore. Basically, it's a reality that's existing at the same time alongside of our own. They never intersect, but everything's the same but different. So a lot of major things are the same, but all the tiny details in one's life are different. And the tagline on the film I saw was "No one should ever see their parallel" or some shenanigans like that. And I was like, hardy tardy, I want to fucking see mine, right? So I watched it, and it definitely earns the tagline. Again, it's not a fast-paced thriller. It's definitely slow and mysterious. So if what would I if you like films like maybe like Dark Country or the Dark Tapes that just came out, anything that's kind of going to deal with time and physics in a way that's horrifying, this is probably for you. If you like Doctor Who, you should watch this one. It's not as happily ever after. Let me keep that in mind. So what I took away from it was, now I definitely want to see my parallel. And I'm sure that wasn't, again, we're not really supposed to, but I was definitely intrigued by the film. It was very well thought out. Definitely a fun film. It stars alongside Faye Sewell. There's actor Daniel Westwood, and I've seen him in something else I can't quite put my finger on, but their chemistry is absolutely amazing. Aside from that, there's also, I don't know if anyone else likes porn, but if you do, head over to Pornhub or just about any, go to Google. Tasha Holes is also, again, I could be pronouncing it wrong, she's also one of the main characters. So that was pretty exciting too. So you don't even have to be a sci-fi horror buff. You can just really like dirty shit and hot porn stars, voluptuous women, and this will probably be the movie for you. I vote we try and find some way to get this one streaming somewhere like Hulu. I think it would do well, or even Netflix, but I know how hard it is to get on things like that. But I'm just hoping if anyone with Amazon Prime or an extra $5 to spend right now wants to go check out a badass movie, again, pay attention. It might even be a good date movie because there's some pretty racy scenes. So fucking don't invite the kids. Real buzzkill, right? Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy it. And I promise this time to come back sooner. Until next time, cheers, loves, and bleeding critic. We all love you. Bye, guys.